Okay, well, we just did an oil change. She was due, and I replaced the temperature sender that I cracked. And it seems pretty darn stable right now at a 203, even with the air conditioner running full blast. It's pretty good, so I'm happy with that. I still want to get a better thermostat, but right now I'm happy with that. The other thing I got is the intake air temps, which I want to say might be that sensor there. That's the only thing I can think of. Even when it's moving, they're 113, 115, and when you slow down, they go up to like 140. So I've got some blanket left over from stuff I didn't need on the hot rod. I think just for a test, I'm going to kind of wrap this tube and maybe shield this box a little bit to see if that might help, because everything under the hood is smoking hot. There's no good place to put this horn to get fresh air, so I just tip it over here by the hoods, but it's, I don't know. Hell, all I know, that could be restricting it. But yeah, there's no good place to get fresh air inside here. So I'm going to see what happens if I just wrap that with some insulation and wrap the box a little bit and see if that helps. Why not? Throttle body was pretty scungy. Not bad, but I figured since we got it exposed, we'll clean it. So I don't think that matters, but hey, since we're in there. Alright, now we're going to figure out what we want to do with that tube. Alright, well, that's not the prettiest thing in the world, but she's covered with insulation. Now we're going to take her out for a little rip and see if it makes any difference at all. It may not. Who knows? But can't hurt, as I already had the stuff, so it's effectively free. But I know those intake temperatures are freaking hot, so we're going to put that back on. There we go. Alright. So, we're going to see if that helps. Alright, so we just started it up. Intake temp is at 104. This thing pops out of reverse. Alright, it doesn't like going into reverse. There's the problem. I just got to learn the transmission. This Mercedes stuff is kind of a little too snazzy for me. Alright, let's see what we're going to end up with. Through here in the dust. Now the ambient temperature here is probably 93, 94 right now, so that's ambient. Like I said, this thing would run. The last run I took before I just did this, after doing all the work with the thermostat and everything else, she was running at 205 with an intake temp of about 114. And then when you would slow down, it'd go to in the 120s. Intake temp, coolant temp was pretty stable at 203, 205, even with the air conditioner on, which we are not running right now. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad, but Jeeps feel like they should have their windows down. I can hear the clutch fan working, which is great. Intake temp's coming up. We'll see if it matters at all. And so far it doesn't. That's where it always sits. we just took. Brownie face. I don't intend to do that to this. It's a little juvenile for me.